has higher capital have a higher chance in succeeding and becoming profitable in trading. Why does a person who has a lower capital have a higher chance of failing and not becoming profitable than the person who has a higher capital, right? If you have a person who has, like, let's just say 100,000, right, and you have a person who has a 10,000, who has 1,000 account, right? A person with 100,000 would think quality over quantity, because every trade he's risking what, 1% to make 2%, right, or even more, right? So every trade he's guaranteed to make 2% gain, right? So every trade he's making 2,000, while the person, if he's risking 1%, he's making 2% per gain. He's only making what, $20, right? So a person with $1,000, he would think, I need to take more trades. I need to grow up my account. While a person with 100,000 would think, okay, I need to take the best trades because I'm making 2,000. So a month I'm making 10,000 a month, right? Of my, with my 100,000 account, right? That's why that person with 100,000 has a higher chance of succeeding in trading rather than that person with 1,000, right? And sorry to say that, that's true, right? That's very true. If a person has 10,000, every trade he's making $100, right? And a person who has $100,000, he's making $10 a trade, right? I mean, that person with a person with $10,000 account is making $200 a trade, while a person with $1,000 account has a $20 a trade, guaranteed, right? If he hits. So that's why a person with a lower capital has a higher chance of not succeeding, not becoming profitable, rather than like other guy with a $100,000 account has a higher chance of succeeding. Why does he have a higher chance of succeeding? Because all he has to think about is quality over quantity, right? Because a person with a $1,000 account, he's trying to grow it up. He's trying to make money, right? Isn't he wants to grow his account up to 10,000 or whatever how much he wants to, right? So he's gonna take trades that is not in setup. He's not gonna be disciplined. He has a higher chance of not having a good mindset, right? But a person with a $100,000 account has a higher chance of having a good mindset, right? Because quality over quantity, he doesn't need to take a trade every single day. He could take one trade a week and be up. He make 2,000 or 3,000. You're making somebody's whole salary in a month. A person who works in Amazon is only making like what, $3,000-4,000 a month, right? So this guy literally makes somebody's monthly salary in one particular trade. That's why a person who has high capital will always have a higher chance of succeeding. How can you have a higher chance of succeeding without having the higher capital? It's very simple, by prop firms, right? All you have to do is you need like $500 or $250, go buy a prop firm challenge, pass it, get funded, and get a payout. And eventually, once you get funded, you get it funded with 50,000 or 100,000 or 200,000. Guess what? Every trade you're making, what, a $100,000 account? Because everything I'm thinking about you, every trade, you cannot go for a 1-to-1 RR. You must go for a 2 RR and above, right? So every trade you're making 2% gain. $50,000 account, you're making $1,000, right? Every trade, right? $100,000 account, you're making $2,000 every trade, right? Or even higher, right? Because not every trade can be the same amount, right? But if the trade is there, it offers you less than 2 RR, you're not gonna simply not gonna take it, right? Simple as that. So every trade you're making at least 2 RR or above. So with a $200 account, you're making what, 4,000, right? So you're making somebody's salary in one singular trade. This is how you could do the same thing, right? That's because a person who has a higher capital has a higher chance of succeeding, and this is how you can have a advantage of that as well. Where if you have like if you don't have that much capital, all you have to do is go have a strategy, build good habits, pass a challenge, get funded, and get a payout, right? And you're gonna have the same mindset of a person who has $100,000 account, so you can have a higher chance of succeeding. Now, once you have 100,000, will you trade every single day? Will you take random trades every single day? Will you short long every single day? No, right? Because you're trading with larger capital. So we need to be smarter. We need to look for quality over quantity. But guess what? Guess what? Once you get the 100,000 or 50,000, even if 50,000, right? You get that funded, get a payout. Guess what? Now using the $50,000 payout, whatever how much payout you get, let's just say like $1,000 or $2,000 payout, you're buying different profits, right? You're buying more profits. In basically, you're gonna get your allocations to $1 million or above. Now, with $1 million in allocations, you're really focused on building good habits, and you're very satisfied, as well as you're gonna be looking for the highest quality setups, right? Your rules should always give you a high quality setup. You should never take a setup which is low quality, right? If you go based out of, this is an A+ setup, this is a B setup, you should only focus on getting an A+ setup, right? You should only focus on the greatest things, right? If there's a setup which is a B+ setup and you're still gonna take it, but it has a lower quality of take a lower probability of of it working out in your favor, why are you taking that, right? Because like only focus on one A+ setups, right? Don't be like, okay, so it's a B+ setup, still gonna take it. It's gonna have a higher chance of going against you. You're gonna lose for no reason. Focus on the highest probability setups, which is quality over quantity. A quantity is a setup is a quantity. A+ setup is a quality, right? Always focus on quality because a person who has higher capital is always gonna succeed than a person who has lower capital, right? You're just trading because trading is all about psychology and mindset, right? Because if you're trading every single day, if you're taking a trade left and right, your psychology can get messed up. You're not gonna have a good psychology, so you're gonna basically gamble left and right. You're gonna recklessly gamble, right? Because you guys know, a human mind cannot make more than 2 decisions a day that involves money, right? So your brain is fried. Your brain is fried after 2 trades a day, like literally fried. You gotta see why after you guys take 2 trades, 30 trade you take, you mess up. 40 trade you mess up. That's why people only focus on taking 2 trades a day max. I personally only take 1 trade a day max because I want to focus on the highest quality, right? If greatness says this, that, I will do this, that, right? I will not do anything below that, right? So sometimes I may not even take a trade a week. That's why it's so focused. That this is why I have a higher chance of I'm more profitable, right? That's why I have a higher chance of being successful than you, right? Because you are focused on quantity over quality, right? You need to grow up your account. All I gotta care about is literally quality. Because if I hit a trade, guess what? I could get a payout, right? I get a like what $50,000 account, and I get a say 2% gain. I'm making $1,000 trade, right? While you trying to grow that $1,000 to a couple thousand, risking so much, recklessly buying and selling without a damn reason, and focus on quantity rather than quality. You should always focus on quality over quantity. This is how you can become successful. This is how you can have a higher chance of succeeding in trading and becoming a profitable trader, simply by focusing on quality over quantity, building good habits and being satisfied by good habits, and as well as having a strategy, getting a prop firm, right? Prop firm, prop firm, prop firm. Once you get that prop firm, eventually get enough payout where you can support your own live account. That's how you can succeed in trading. Thank you for watching. Join our Discord if you found this helpful. I'll see you guys later. Peace out.